In a quiet mountain village, there lived a shepherd named Kian, known for his wisdom and gentle spirit. Kian spent his days tending to his flock, but his nights were filled with questions. He often gazed at the stars and wondered, what is my purpose? Why am I here? One evening, after a particularly exhausting day, Kian felt a strange pull to climb the tallest peak near his village. The peak was known as Whispering Point, a place where legend said the wind carried the voice of the divine. Armed with only his staff and a blanket, Kian began the long journey upward under the silver light of the moon. The climb was grueling. Sharp rocks cut into his feet, and cold winds whipped against his face. At times, he wanted to turn back, but something deep inside urged him forward. By dawn, he reached the summit, where the world stretched out beneath him, vast and infinite. As Kian stood in the stillness, the wind began to blow. At first, it was a soft breeze, but then it grew stronger, swirling around him like a living presence. Closing his eyes, Kian whispered his question into the wind, what is my purpose? For a moment, there was silence. Then, the wind seemed to carry a voice, not loud or commanding, but gentle, like a stream trickling through the forest. Your purpose is not a grand task or a singular moment, the voice said. It is in every step you take, every kind word you offer, and every life you touch. You are not separate from the stars, the mountains, or the wind. Your purpose is simply to be, to love, to grow, and to remind others of their light. Tears filled Kian's eyes. He realized that he had been searching for something external, a monumental sign, when the answers had always been within him. The wind seemed to embrace him, and for the first time in his life, he felt a deep, unshakable peace. When Kian descended the mountain, he was a changed man. He continued his work as a shepherd, but now, every action, whether guiding his flock, sharing a meal, or comforting a friend, was infused with a sense of sacredness. People began to notice the serenity that radiated from him, and they too were inspired to seek the divine in their everyday lives. Kian never climbed the mountain again, for he understood that Whispering Point wasn't a place, it was a state of being. Moral: the answers we seek are often closer than we think. True purpose is found not in grand gestures but in the simple, sacred act of living with love and awareness.